welcome back to the quarterback film room today. Your host Bryan taking you through a prospect here that's coming out in the NFL draft. Wisconsin quarterback Joel Stave. A big strapping fellow at 6'5", 230 plus, with 4 years of starting experience in the Big Ten in a pro-style system. Stave really burst onto the scene back in 2013 when he threw for 22 touchdown passes, and then sort of tapered off in 2014. He had a down year. And in 2015, he upped his completion percentage to around 62%. And he really used this season as a capstone year to develop some of the finer points that he'll need in terms of throwing the football in the National Football League. Now, Stave's a quiet, confident leader who commands respect from those around him. And from a throwing perspective, he has that classic over-the-top release. And considering how tall he is at 6'5" and change, he really gets rid of the ball quickly with a smooth, natural throwing motion. There are some lower body mechanics that he has to deal with and that he may have to correct in terms of making that transition to the National Football League. At times when he's throwing the ball out of the backfield, he'll stand up too far on his tippy toes, and he doesn't have a keen sense of throwing accurately and timely to backs on, say, a swing pass. Sometimes even when he throws the fade pass to receivers, he'll have a tendency to get on his tippy toes, which ultimately affects the trajectory and overall accuracy of his throws. But in terms of being comfortable and natural while executing the drop back and also play action passing game from under center, Stave's about as seasoned as a prospect as you're going to find in that regard in this class. Great size, accurate thrower, and he consistently throws a catchable football, meaning he's not afraid to take some heat off a pass to ensure completion. So here's a throw against Alabama from early on in the year, and as you can see, the quick token fake, we know pre-snap that the Z receiver is running a slant route, and it's going to be there. But Stave gets rid of the ball really, really quickly there, as you can see there. We're going to fast forward a little bit in this video here, and we're going to see a throw that he makes against an NFL-laden Alabama defense that really is an NFL throw here. And as you can see, he throws this thing on a dime with the requisite velocity, but also with enough arc to get it over the outstretched arms of the undercover player. Great throw. Now, like I mentioned earlier, Stave faced off in the bowl game against USC quarterback Cody Kessler, essentially. So he ended up outplaying Kessler and ended up leading the Badgers to a win in a closely contested affair. Here, we're going to see Stave operate from under center, set up in the pocket nicely, and throw with great accuracy to that curl route. Again, a staple of Stave's game that he's developed over time, short to intermediate accuracy, and knowing where to go with the football. And he throws a nice tight spiral to the wide receiver. Now here's a fade ball that we're going to see Stave throw on 3rd and 4, and as you can see, that leg gets a little erect and he stands up on his tippy toes, but still shows the ability to throw with touch against man coverage. Stave was asked to make a fair amount of throws in that Wisconsin system in terms of trajectory and having to be accurate with the football. So here's we're going to go back to the East-West Shrine game here. Again, very comfortable in the pocket throwing that intermediate curl route. And then as we just sort of take you through the East-West Shrine game where he had an opportunity to play, we're just going to run through the throws and sort of evaluate as we go. Firm feet in the pocket, but not accurate. As you can see, he throws to the back shoulder of that running back. Here, Stave under center again. It's a snap and makes a really good throw to that slant ball, putting in a spot where only that wide receiver can go up and get the ball against quarters coverage. As you can see, the the free safety was driving on that route. So Stave felt that, and he got it out in a hurry. A nice little screen game right there. Now, one area of Stave's game that isn't elite is arm strength. He doesn't have a wow-type arm, but I honestly don't see that being a huge issue at the next level because he still can make a lot of the throws that he will be asked to make. Here you can see he puts he throws it a little bit high. You can argue and say that that was still a good throw, but there was the incidental contact there. There, more the issue with throwing out of the backfield. As you can see, it looked a little awkward there. Under center again, ample time in the pocket, lets it rip about 55 plus down the field. So he can throw the deep ball. And there was one more throw that I kind of wanted to touch on in this affair. Let's see where it was. Right here, we're going to see Stave come off play action, comfortable in the pocket, throwing with anticipation to the comeback. This is a really good throw. But as you can see, he doesn't have that game-changing type arm talent. Sets up nicely in the pocket. Incompletion. But as you can see, mechanically and from a pure throwing perspective, he's got a quick trigger. He's got a smooth, natural delivery. And he has the size to go along with that an NFL team will draft him. Probably late in the third day, perhaps. He may be anywhere from the 4th to 7th round. But a guy with a lot of experience, a lot of tape, and one who I think throws it well enough to warrant a chance at the next level. For Bryan at QB Film Room, thanks for joining us again